Hey guys, my name is Taylor.
I'm Vivi.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Stormy, and we also have another group member, Elizabeth, that could not be here today with us. Today we are in Dublin, Texas at the public library with 3 participants. Thank you again for joining us and allowing us to teach y'all. We did a windshield survey a couple months ago here in Dublin, and we have been doing research ever since then and have seen there is a health problem here with hypertension and a healthy diet. So we just wanted to come out here and teach the community about this.
Yes, so participants, we did just hand y'all a flyer. We do have a PowerPoint here.
Which we gave them.
Yes, we did give the participants some teachings and a copy of the PowerPoint. So if y'all would just like to follow along, I know the screen is really hard to see. So health promotion in Dublin, Texas.
Okay, so we're going to have 3 main focuses that we're going to talk about today. So the first one is we're just going to describe to you the basics of obesity and hypertension. The second focus that we have is discussing healthy alternative food options that you can find within your community, and also some things to avoid in your community. And then our third focus is going to be to discuss healthy activities that are offered to you within your community to promote exercise and therefore a healthy lifestyle.
Alrighty, so first off, we're going to talk about obesity. And so, according to the CDC, weight that is higher than what is considered healthy for a given height is described as overweight or obesity. So, body weight index, also known as BMI, is a calculation that is used based off a person's height and weight. BMI has 5 categories: underweight, normal weight, overweight, obese, and extreme obese. So when thinking about obesity and your BMI, you want to stay between 18.5 to 24.9, which is a healthy BMI.
What is hypertension? Hypertension is when the pressure on the artery walls is too high. A blood pressure of 140/90 is considered a stage 2 of hypertension, while if the top number is between 130 to 139 and the bottom is 180 to 189, this is considered stage 1 of hypertension. If you have a blood pressure of 180/120, this is very severe and you should seek medical help, according to Mayo Clinic.
Yes, so the ideal blood pressure, of course, it would be 120/80, and anything below that would be good. And that is something that you should try to aim for when you are taking your blood pressure. It's also recommended that you do your regular blood pressure checks at home, and if you are already diagnosed with hypertension, that you are just regularly monitoring that and taking your medications as prescribed. And we will also be teaching you about some diet changes that you can make.
So we're going to talk about the relevance of obesity and hypertension, just so you understand how big of a problem it is within Dublin, Texas. So percentage of adults affected by obesity in Dublin is going to be, for men, 37% of the population of Dublin is affected, and 37.5% of women are affected by obesity. And according to studies, 20% of adults in Dublin are considered to be in poor health, which means that they have some sort of disease that is affecting their daily life and their well-being. And 6% of adults in Dublin are affected by heart disease, which could be caused by hypertension.
Or an unhealthy diet also. Oh, causes of an unhealthy lifestyle in the community. So, around here in Dublin, you'll have a lot of fast food like Sonic, if y'all know, and donuts, and so that can be causing an unhealthy lifestyle. There's also binge watching TV, which I know I do too, so it's okay, but you know, we need to maybe go out and go on walks more often. Drinking soda is a big thing. We have the Dublin Soda Factory around here, literally right up the street, and so that is a problem in drinking sodas. And binge drinking, there is a bar when we entered in here, and there's a winery here, so that can cause some problems too with your health and an unhealthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and so to add on to that, you should really be watching how much sodium you're intaking and salt, as that can also really affect your labs, like your cholesterol and etc. Having excess amount of that would cause hypertension and clogged arteries, and that can also cause heart disease. So, can you talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about some alternative healthy food choices that you can change. Using applesauce instead of oil when you're baking, brown rice instead of white rice, just lowering those carbs, egg whites instead of whole eggs, choose multigrain or whole wheat pasta instead of white pasta, select low fat cheese and over full fat cheese, use fat-free yogurt instead of sour cream, try fresh herbs and spices instead of salt and salt-based herbs, choose skim or low fat milk over cream, select whole wheat flour over all-purpose flour, or use ground turkey, ground chicken, or extra lean ground beef. I know there's a grocery store here in Dublin, so rather than maybe going to Sonic for dinner, instead maybe running to the grocery store and just choosing some more healthy options for dinner would be a great way to help lower your hypertension, just keep that under control.
And also staying active and getting out and moving around is really important also, especially to help with the weight, and also just get active and prevent that hypertension from either occurring or preventing it from worsening as well.
And you also don't have to go to a gym and pay a gym membership. You can also just go on walks and stuff around town. The weather's getting nice.
Yeah, so some of you examples of activities available in Dublin. There's Time Fitness. I know that may cost money. It's located here in Dublin. It offers different types of classes throughout the week. A few classes that they offer are yoga, spin, kickboxing, and strength training. Dublin also contains a city park for kids to play. So if you want to take your kids to play, it's very open. Parents, you can go on a walk while your kids are playing. Just watch them. Just going on a walk will help reduce your hypertension. Another activity available in Dublin is the city pool. Swimming is a great activity for the younger kids, but it's also a great activity for the older adults. It takes the pressure off your joints, and it's a great exercise for them to do. And exercising, like Taylor said, prevents hypertension. It can also control hypertension, and it can prevent obesity.
Yeah, and so some other things that we also noticed while doing our windshield survey was that they do have a frisbee golf course here, which is really amazing, and so I have gone to that before and played a few holes, and it is a lot of fun. There's also, I believe we saw a mini golf course, so bring like the kids out or the grandkids out to come out here and just play some mini golf with them. Just a really good way of getting active.
Can y'all raise y'all's hands if y'all have ever been to the city park and played like frisbee golf, mini golf, or just gone on a walk there?
Yeah. Good.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 1/3. Impressive. I'm surprised. It was hard for us to find. It was kind of a hidden gem. Okay, so now we're gonna have some questions, and we're gonna go over and see what you know. And so, the question is, what is a healthy blood pressure? A is 120/80. B is 140/90. C, 70/50. D, 139/89. Now raise your hand if you think it's A, 120/80. B, 140/90. C, 70/50. D, 139/89. The correct answer was A. Good job, guys. A blood pressure 120/80 or less is a healthy blood pressure. Anything more than 120/80 would be considered a high blood pressure or hypertension. You do not want it to get too low, but 120/80 is a great blood pressure to try to strive for. One of y'all can do the next question.
Okay, question 2. What should not be included on a healthy plate? So just raise your hand for whichever choice you think it is. A, grilled chicken. B, peach cobbler. C, green beans. D, wheat toast. Y'all are right, it's B. So peach cobbler may be delicious. I love peach cobbler, one of my faves, but it does include excess amounts of sugar, calories, and carbs. So just limiting sweets is important to maintain appropriate health.
You don't have to completely cut them. I mean, that would be kind of ridiculous.
Just a smaller portion maybe.
Yeah, but just limiting it to like special occasions or every once in a while, and not making it like a daily thing. Just something special to have every once in a while.
So the next question is going to be, what is a good BMI? So again, raise your hand whenever you think the right answer is. So A, 34, B, 22, or C, 16. Good job. The answer was B. So again, a healthy BMI is going to be between 18.5 and 24.9. Anything below 18.5 is going to be considered underweight, and anything from 25 to 30 is overweight, and then 30 and up is going to be considered obese.
And if you have trouble calculating it, what I like to do to find my BMI, I'll Google it if you have Wi-Fi and stuff, or just internet access. I'll just Google like a BMI calculator and put in my height and my weight, and it will calculate that for me. So that's also a very good way to figure that out.
Yeah, and also usually at the doctor's office when they go and they take your weight, they will automatically calculate your BMI, and they will put it in your chart. And so if you're curious about your BMI, you can just ask your provider and they can help you out with that.
Well, thank you guys so much for participating with us today. It really means a lot to us.
Yeah, we appreciate your time.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.